So I'm gonna run it down. There's pork, all cut up, and there's started off with black pepper. And let it boil. I threw onion, scallion, bell pepper in there. Ajis, black pepper, and jalapenos. It's gonna go to a boil. I got 4 tomato pastes. You gotta use these peppers because they're hot. I got my linzer is boiled. They're at their 5th, 6th boil already, and I'm still washing them. They didn't go into the sauce yet. I'm making a dive bomber. That's gonna be a totally different episode. But for now, take one. These are the linzer before the sauce, before the tomato paste goes in. Pork, black pepper, oil, and dividendly you put your peppers, your onions, your scallion, your bell pepper, your black pepper, and your crushed pepper. And you let it boil, 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 and you wash your linzer through here, 2 waters. And for our 3rd version of the food, we're gonna have dive bombers. You get to see how it's done on the YouTube. It's gonna take some time, just bear with us. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're gonna go a little forward ahead. I put the sauce in. Okay, now we're going back to pork, oil, black pepper, crushed pepper, cayenne pepper. Okay, let it boil. You put onion, scallion, bell pepper, parsley, 4 cans of tomato paste, and at the end you put the garlic. And you keep letting that boiling and let the pork get soft. Your linzer, I burned the wash. The water is clean. This is the last wash. We've been at it since this morning. They're ready to go in there. I got a pork in here, pork shoulder, waiting for the oil to come out of there, for the pork flavor to go into the linzer, to give it that pork taste. And now, for our second dish, we have our dive bomber and grudge. We have pork, calf liver, these peppers, jalapeno peppers, and parsley. That's going into one of the linzer. And it's gonna put the steam. So we're working that now, and we'll be back in a few minutes. We're back. So this episode is linzer, but we're making dive bombers. If you're gonna cook linzer, you got the dive bomber there, you're stuffing it. So what we're doing is cutting up pork and calf liver. You cut the calf liver in smaller pieces, very small. And you use parsley, and these peppers are most important. You gotta go to the Chanimaya in Chinatown to get them. And you tell them for the bullets. So we got these boneless pork chops that we're gonna cut up, and this is totally different. It goes in raw. You don't cook this. You stuff this all raw inside the linzer, and you put it in boiling water. And as the water boils, it cooks all inside the linzer. That when you open it, it's a dive bomber, it explodes. You're gonna see how it's done. Now we're done cutting all our pork. We're going into the Fear Factor. So we're gonna have to put some liver. Right there for me, my sous chef. But the differently from the pork to the liver is we're gonna cut it in small pieces. You cut it in small little pieces, and you put it all in a bowl with a mixture of black pepper. All these peppers are going to be cut up and into one bowl with them. With only onions, parsley, black pepper, ajis, and it all goes in raw into boiling water with the dive bomber that's over there. And through the progress, you guys will see how it's done.
Now, what did you say? That's cat liver?
That's calf liver.
Oh, not cat?
No, not cat. I couldn't find none in Chinatown, so I came up with this.
Horse meat. What do you cut her, Mike? Are you the sous chef?
Yes, I am.
And what is that for? The bombers?
For the bombers.
Okay.
This is what you want to make them chimos.
Okay.
What's going on, George?
What's going on? We're cutting up this parsley. We gotta put a lot of black pepper. You gotta put all those peppers in there. And it all goes in raw. So you're making like a little batch. We're gonna put oil in this bowl. We're gonna cut all the peppers. We're gonna put black pepper. And you're gonna make like a little souffle kind of deal.
Make your Argentine special.
So what do your stuff use in? What do you put it in?
Parsley, onions, those peppers, black pepper, all the black pepper you can get, all the crushed pepper you can get.
George, can you say hi to all my friends in San Francisco and the Bay Area, to John, to Anthony,
How are you, boys? If you guys want to just call the Archie and we'll send out the sauce out to wherever you guys need it. Just give us your guys' address and take care of that P.O. box and you got it all there.
Say hi to all the boys of Brooklyn, the New Yorkers.
All my Brooklyn boys. Sorry I can't be in Brooklyn to give it to you guys. You gotta come over the bridge.
Can you call them over for dinner?
Yeah, we can call them over for dinner. Our Hunza are going in to a second boil, Arch.
Alright, can you tell us why you're making this?
The purpose of this is my Uncle Jimmy, that Jonesy, he called me. Usually every holiday I bring it for him. I bring over Linza or stuff like that. And this Christmas, I came with Charlie sauce. And he was very disappointed because there was no tray. So he called me the next day and asked me if I can get a chance to... Okay guys, we're back. I'm trying to let you know so you guys can understand over here what's going on. I'm making the Hunza over there. I'll go through it for you again. The Hunza, that's just with the pork and the sauce. The Hunza is still being cleaned and washed over there in that pot right there with lemons and vinegar. And right now...
Clean the waters.
Yes. Well, now what I'm doing is having the dye bomber prepared. What's in there is pork, a lot of parsley, a whole thing of black pepper, salt, onions, the bullet peppers, calf liver, and it's all going in the Hunza raw. And you pack it and sew it up, and you put it in boiling water, and it cooks by itself. It boils for about an hour. And you boil it, and it cooks inside the dye bomber. So we're gonna mix it up and start making our bombers and start putting the Hunza inside the sauce. Because we're gonna be done in a little bit. I got called to do this from my Uncle Jonesy. He called me on the phone and asked me if I could make this for him. I'm usually used to getting called to make this for people, so why not? It's a new year, a new pot of Hunza on the stove.